What's happening, everybody? Namaste. It's another video. I did my orange belt promotion yesterday. It was about a 3+ hour ordeal. I spent the first few hours being put through challenges, hundreds of punches, kicks, blocks, and forms and combinations, and learning to fall properly and doing rolls, forward rolls where I tuck my head, and all sorts of stuff. I am one of the oldest students in the class. There's a lot of youngsters in the class, kind of teenage age, from younger kids to teenagers and older youngsters. So I was easily the oldest person at the class yesterday. There's probably I don't know, 15 of us that were getting belt promotions, and so now I've gone from starting as a white belt to a yellow belt to an orange belt now in Shaolin Kempo. So that's kind of cool. Last time I had a belt promotion, I showed you some kicks and punches and stuff. It's the day after and I'm exhausted. I'm so tired, so I'm just going to talk about it. But one of these days I'll do another video. My hamstring's starting to feel pretty good, so I can do a lot more kicks. My first kick video I showed side kicks, but I'm learning roundhouse kicks now, and I'm doing more roundhouse kicks, front kicks, and trying to figure out crescent kicks. Those are a little harder for my flexibility of my legs. But orange belt promotion. And so I've been at this for 3.5 months now, over 3.5 months. And then another week or two, it'll be 4 months of martial arts training. Gosh, it would never have occurred to me this year that I'd be doing martial arts, but a big part of life is simply just adapting to circumstances. And my initial foray into martial arts was to gain confidence and to be able to not be worried about bullies or people that are threatening. And I have achieved that, which is awesome. So I'm not worried about bullies or threatening people anymore. And that was also my initial reason for shooting firearms earlier in the year. So now I know how to shoot a gun properly, how to press the button and get the cartridge out, how to rack it to get the final bullet out, and how to aim the gun and use the proper sights, the 2 sights on a pistol. And I understand, and I can feel and understand the kickback of the gun pistol, and it's not simple or loud as well. So now I have a pretty good understanding of the gun and how it works, a decent understanding. I wouldn't say a pretty good understanding, but a decent understanding that if I had to use a gun, I could very quickly get it going to use it, as well as the martial arts I've learned. If I had to defend myself, I would have some things to draw upon to defend myself, and hopefully that never happens. I'm not seeking to get into any fights, but I'm much more confident in myself. If someone came at me or was threatening or wanted to do me harm, or my children or someone I love, I've got some tools in my bag that I can pull out. So that's good. So Shaolin Kempo is a combination of karate, jiu-jitsu, and a few other things. Just learning to defend yourself with blocks, kicks, punches, elbows, grabs, takedowns, grappling techniques, how to put someone in a grappling hold, how to get out of a grappling hold, and those kinds of things. And so these are all good things, but I'm still new. Like, coming up on 4 months, I don't feel like I'm some master or anything. I am not. I actually feel like this first year of it, is to simply not give up and to just get a feel for the martial arts. Like, I will probably make purple belt, and maybe even whatever belt comes after purple by the end of the year. But it doesn't mean anything per se. It's not like I'm doing so means anything. The belts just are showing that I'm not giving up and I'm sticking with it. That's what the belts mean, and that I am learning and remembering the punches, kicks, blocks. There's these things called forms, which is a series of techniques and movements with your feet involving blocks, kicks, punches. And the two forms I know are like 8 different combinations of things. So 8 series of punches and blocks you have to memorize and be able to do fluidly. And if I didn't remember these and I just said, oh, I can't remember, the instructors wouldn't pass me. They wouldn't promote me to the next belt, because I'm not remembering or practicing or learning well enough to be considered that next belt rank. So I'm getting more comfortable with takedowns, grabbing someone and taking him to the ground, or allowing someone to grab me and take me to the ground. I wouldn't say I'm super comfortable, but I'm much more comfortable. That's been one of the biggest adjustments for me, is letting myself get taken to the ground and learning how to take other people to the ground, learning to kia, which is kind of just I'll do an example of a kia, like before you do a finishing blow or punch, you can go, yeah, just like an enunciation of a sound while you do it. Or if you're about to get hit, you just tighten and make an enunciated sound, hia or kia or height, or there's lots of different sounds people make. So, and it's helping me to be disciplined. By the end of yesterday, my entire karate gi was soaked. It was like dripping sweat. I was slimy, but it was good. I'm gonna have to like buy a new karate gi every year because they get soaked with sweat and griminess. But now that my initial reason for doing the martial arts is faded away, I'm not worried about bullies or threatening people anymore. The reason for doing it now is more for my own discipline and self-perfection, or the pursuit of perfection. I don't think we can become perfect, but we can strive to get better and better each and every day, week, month, year. So that's my purpose now, is can I get to a black belt without giving up? Can I manage my body's health challenges to the point I can become a black belt? That's going to require some major work and discipline, but I believe I can do it. I feel like I can do it. So I'm excited about that. And I'll just keep trucking along, keep pushing through, and probably in the next 3 months. So I'm just going to take a wild stab and say the end of October, they're going to send me a invitation for my purple belt promotion, which would be the 4th. So they have this row of 11 belts. Purple belt's number 3. However, there's 2 ranks of brown belt, 2 or 3 ranks of brown belt, and 1 or 2 ranks of another belt. So it's more like 14 or 15 belts to get to black. So I'm 3 out of 15, 1/5 of the way there, 20% of the way there ish. When I get this next belt, I'll be 20% of the way there. So I guess I'm 15% of the way there. Flexibility is one of the biggest things for me to work on and get better at. I have very tight legs. I sit a lot for my job, but I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm continuing to lift weights and do yoga regularly, and we'll just keep pushing through. And in another month or 2, I'll do another video demonstration of some kicks and punches and show y'all where I'm at. But I'm loving the martial arts. Great for confidence, for discipline, for lots of things. Same with yoga and the weightlifting I've been doing. And yeah, that's my update. I got my orange belt. All right, feel free to ask any questions in the comments. Namaste. I'll see you in the next video.